Devil's Work podcast. I am your host, PsydeShow, along with my very, very good friend, Skeptik. We are the world. We watch the world's most fucked up horror movies and tell them
I
about to you, so you
expect
gotta watch
I expect more than a very good friend after what we did.
them. After what we've been through.
After what I did to you.
So good. Today we are covering a fucking doozy, man. This one is crazy as fuck, and I've been talking about this movie since we started the podcast. I've been
I've been waiting
very excited to talk about
ever
this
since I
movie.
heard the Pennywise song based on it as a young boy.
Oh hell yeah, bro! I fucking love that record. Oh my god,
Tell me it's
stop!
not.
I'm
I
gonna start talking about that record. You stop.
uh,
I love
uh,
Pennywise.
okay, it's 97. It's after the
It's
movie.
right. That's so funny.
I'm
Was
gonna
it?
I'm I'm gonna look for absolute proof it's based on this, but I've sidetracked you.
Yeah, no, it's no. I was gonna say this movie's '89. I don't think so.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
That's
Yeah, the
funny.
movie's 89, the
Oh
song's
yeah. This song's
97. So I
'97. Yeah,
mean,
that's funny. Based on that's fair. That's so fair. That's so funny. Anyway, we are talking about 1989's Society, directed by Brian Yuzna. I wanted to look up his other work. That's what it was. But dude is fucking like legend in horror. He has done Reanimator, I want to say. He was like the producer on it.
mm.
Um and as well as oh wow, he did Faust in 2000. That's crazy. Do you remember that movie?
No.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. That's a
He
it's actually one we might end up doing on the show. It's very poetic, very gothic horror. Um
Interesting.
but
He
yeah,
it,
go ahead.
his the covers of all of his works film a very interesting aisle at a very niche video shop.
Exactly. It's like Beyond Reanimator, Bride of
What
Reanimator,
what did
The
he do on
Dentist.
Honey I Shrunk the Kids?
I think he helped write it. I see. Oh man, I can't.
Story by this sick son of
I
a
was gonna say
bitch.
yeah. I'm pretty sure he. Yeah, exactly. Which is
He was
so.
like, and then they climb into their mom, and they're like, "Brian, you can go home for the day." I don't think like you've contributed a lot of good ideas, but I think we've got it from here. We'll land this thing. Don't worry about it.
Exactly.
He was like,
That's
and the dog. Don't forget, we remember, we know the
exactly.
dog. Yep, don't worry about it, Brian. We got it. He's in the theater like, fuck, what is this? This isn't what I wrote.
Exactly,
They
dude.
should all be fucking each other.
Dude, and that's what I'm saying. Like, in terms of like what this guy went on to do, this is his one for him.
Son of a
You know what
bitch. Son of a bitch. He worked on the Guyver movie. You know what? Oh, man.
I mean?
Son of a bitch.
Insane, dude. Like this guy's fucking resume is insane. But
What
like,
a fucking just produced by Brian with
yeah.
direct what? So Screaming Mad George
Uh-huh.
did the makeup effects for this movie,
Oh
and
wow.
Joji Tani is a Japanese special effects artist, so goes by Screaming
Wow.
Mad George. Did began as a punk rock musician. Gory music videos led to a job in the film industry where he worked on
Insane.
special makeup effects. Early works include Big Trouble in Little China,
Hell
Predator,
yeah.
Elm Street 3, Elm
Fuck
Street
yeah.
4.
Bangers, dude.
Um,
What the fuck?
he worked on Society. So he worked on Society doing the effects,
Mhm.
and then Yuzna produced the Guyver movie directed by Screaming Mad George. And I'm so
That's
tempted to just
nuts.
throw out my plans and do the Guyver movie next. But I'm going to be honest, it's a piece of shit. It's not good.
It's not
So
good.
we're
Yeah, yeah.
so we're not going to have
We've
a good
covered
time.
not good movies on this show before.
I'll think about it. Mark Hamill's in it.
That's fun, dude. What the fuck? I've never
and
seen that. That's
and
so
and
cool.
this the sequel to it does feature the voice of Solid Snake,
Oh wow.
David Hayter. In
That's funny.
Yeah, he is the star in the sequel, which George has nothing to do with, or Brian. It doesn't seem like it. But anyway, that was crazy.
Yeah,
I didn't. I'm looking down his fucking. I'm like, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, The Nun.
insane resume,
Uh,
dude. Insane resume.
huge resume. Warlock. Whoa, that's a movie we should maybe do. Same year.
Oh, I forgot about Warlock. I haven't seen that shit in
I've never
forever.
seen it, but I saw a clip online and I was like,
Yeah.
this movie looks fucking insane.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Anything that this guy touches is gonna have that little hint of like fucking deranged. And now that we've
Yeah,
like looked back,
this
it's
guy's
so
sick in the
fun.
fucking head.
Yeah, exactly. This is definitely the one that he showed. He
From
put
the
all of his work into this one.
from the mind that brought you Silent Night, Deadly Night 5, The Toy Maker.
It's amazing.
The Dentist 1 and The Dentist 2.
It's important that you say
That's a
that
little
sequence.
formulaic because it's
Yeah.
just people showing up for appointments.
That's so stupid. That's so good.
Anyway, what a
Oh
fucking
man.
resume. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
so this guy, I mean, again, I've been talking about like the first
This guy
time.
earned his invitation to the island.
That's so fucked up. No, no. We need to believe that some good exists in the world, Chad.
So
God
I'm
damn
just
it.
gonna take it on good faith and not search his name.
Exactly.
All
Yeah.
right, let's keep it moving.
So, so, so fucking stupid.
To be fair, would that guy out himself so hard with this movie? Because that's the one thing. While this movie was going on, I was like, the story kind of sucks. The main character's kind of a dickhead. I don't
Uh,
know how much I really care about what's going on.
yeah.
And then it all like came together for the last 20
Oh
minutes, and I
yeah.
went, son of a bitch, do him and Kojima just have like the same heroin dealer? Like how do they both have the same drug-induced visions of the future? Like I've never seen two
Exactly.
guys that
Get it so
knew.
right.
Yeah, it's just the mind it boggles. I've said
Yeah.
it before, I'll say it again. But I was just like, how can I be mad? You knew everything.
Yeah,
You to a
exactly.
suspicious degree.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's so dumb. So I remember the first time I ever watched this movie was at like one of the I was working in a warehouse job and like we were in the back and like I was just folding clothes, unfolding clothes and putting them on hangers and shit. So that's what I was doing while I was watching this movie. For the last 20 minutes of the movie when that shit hit, I stopped working completely. I was like, what in the motherfucker?
I was showing you some of my like figures before
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
I was doing some posing I was like, well, not that much is happening. Like I could follow it.
Yeah,
Then I was
yeah.
like, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah,
You've got my attention.
exactly. Exactly. It's bonkers as fuck. Like everyone who has seen this movie knows exactly what we're talking about. And everybody who hasn't seen this movie, I implore you, go watch this movie. Like it is very fascinating, but it's so funny in the book that I'm going to bring up later on. It came from the closet, queer reflections on horror. This has now become like a somewhat of a little bible for me with this show. um in that book they talk about like how these ideas and stuff like they culminate into this like shit show at the end, so to speak. But it's like there's so much going on underneath the surface there too, and there's just so much to fucking talk about, and it is beyond me how they got half of the shit that they did out of that book or out of the movie then when they're talking about it in these like they're little they're like essays by different authors and stuff. So it's like different reflections on different horror movies, and this happened to be one of them, which is what inspired me to choose it for this episode. But all that to say, we got to get into the movie because this is gonna be like all throughout the movie. Like we're gonna spoil the fuck out this movie. Obviously, I don't want to do that up top because it's so like that is the one thing they bring up in this book is phenomenal. They say like it's indescribable in like the sense that even if you see it, that doesn't mean that you have the words to describe what it's like to see it.
That's right. We're casting doubt on your words,
Exactly. It's
your
so fun.
ability to word,
Word
your word ability.
word not fit right.
To sum up this film as a poet before us has, society, we all know there's something wrong, and we've known it all along.
I love you so
Sincerity,
much. I
you may
love you.
think there's no one else till they put you on a shelf.
Love so
Society.
much.
Pay your taxes, stand in line, help them pay for your demise. Society.
Yep,
Crush the weak to get your share, 'cause nobody's playing fair. And no
exactly.
one cares.
Yeah, we confirmed it here. We don't have to look it up. It's definitely
It's
was
it's
inspired by that
it's
song.
it's it's certainly
Yeah, 100%.
certainly
Dude, I fucking love Penny. Don't even get me started on some Pennywise, bro. Like, oh man, I love that record too. In particular, the fucking it's so good. Front to back. I listened to that so much growing up.
I really loved Pennywise when I was a
Oh,
kid,
so
which
good.
which is funny because Pennywise is like even when we were young, it was such a like old man punk band,
Yeah, 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 yeah,
you
yeah, for
know?
sure, for sure.
Like you
It's
were an
so funny.
old soul for listening to Pennywise.
A lot of
You're
old heads
like
in
you're
that
like,
pit.
hey man, ever heard of Hermosa Beach, bro?
Yeah, that's fucking great. Hermosa
Hey,
Beach is stupid.
play fucking bro him.
Hell yeah! And every time they did, I was in that pit, dude. I love that. Oh my god, we're gonna start going into the band. Anyway, the movie Society is fucking batshit bonkers. Uh,
Cuckoo
to
bananas.
to sum it up, I guess, yeah, homeboy starts to notice that things in his life aren't as they seem, and it's kind of a mystery who done it until it isn't. It's kind of how the best way I could sum up the movie without giving too much away.
Yep, a kid who simultaneously has it all and never felt like he fit in
Yeah.
kind of grapples with why he feels both of those ways
Hmm.
as he learns more about the world around him.
Yeah.
You know,
That's the best. Yeah, very
it's a
vague.
coming of age, and you know how
Yeah.
it's spelled.
Yeah. I love that.
I don't even need to no
I love
uwus here.
that. I love it. Yes. Yeah. And I love that you just had the horny mantle fucking given to you for the last movie that we did, Boxing Helena, and then now I take it back.
Oh, big time. Big time. And I'm not just kink shaming. Today,
No, this
listeners,
is
I'm kink blaming.
yeah, very much so. And Keek is gonna come into it.
Oh, it
That's
certainly is.
so fucking funny. Oh yeah, we're gonna get to it. It's a very sexually charged movie. It's yeah, it's a commentary on a lot of things, classism, and all kinds of shit. Just we're gonna have a very very cool episode. I'm very excited about it. But
All sorts of isms.
you can find this on YouTube. Yeah, that's where we saw this one, right? We saw this on YouTube. Yeah, someone,
Yeah.
as of this recording, that someone has uploaded it on YouTube. Now, don't be a narc. Go watch it. Thank them for their service.
It came from the algorithm.
Exactly. That's good. That's good. So yes, go and check this one out. It is a brisk fucking. I think it's like 90 or 100 minutes long, but it's like very easy to watch.
Yeah, it's like
Right along.
95, something like
Fuck,
that.
it's a good time though, man. A lot of fun. I just recommend it. I that's what I'll leave it at that, and we will get into it. For the trigger warnings, I have gaslighting, gang stalking, and malleable flesh.
Yeah, those are pretty big.
Exactly.
If you don't like squishing or sploinking or splooging, this might not be the episode for you. And I don't know how I could make that any clearer. I don't know how I could
Yeah,
get any
yeah,
clearer.
yeah, yeah.
There's some knives, there's some I don't think there's any guns.
No, no.
There's some car crashes.
Yeah. There's no like
Um
that's what I'm saying. It's not
there's
like
some boobies and butt cheeks that are boobies and
That's
boobies that are butt cheeks. And
so
and
good.
I promise, as usual, it'll make sense later.
Exactly. Yeah, you just have to watch the movie. So,
Watch the fucking movie.
so, yeah, that all sounds good. Come along for this ride. It's
Hush your
really
mouth and watch the movie.
so. The film begins with a man entering a dark mansion. We hear eerie music and faint laughing in the distance. He searches the kitchen for a knife and grips it tightly as he makes his way through the halls. He sits down near a doorway, and suddenly a woman at the top of the staircase turns on a light and calls out to him. We learn that his name is Bill. In the next scene, we hear Bill opening up to his therapist that he feels as if his life is a nightmare that he gets scared of his parents, his sister, and even the therapist himself. When asked why, he says he feels like something terrible is going to happen. That if he scratches the surface, there'll be something terrible underneath. I really like how they open it up with like it's very dream sequence, very like dreamy, and there's
Yeah,
a
it
Lynchian quality about everything.
yeah, it was very like confused about what kind of movie it was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I
Mm-hmm.
was like wondering what was exactly going to happen. What is this society we're dropping into
Exactly.
that
Yeah.
we speak
That
of?
we speak of that I've heard so much about.
Whomst,
Oops. That's good.
whomst,
So
whomstiv.
he goes to take a bite of an apple, and as he says this, he sees worms crawling out of it, Lost Boys style. The therapist, Dr. Cleveland, offers words of comfort and says that this will all pass soon enough. We get an absolutely wild smash cut to the title card and credit sequence showing what can only be described as a blood orgy. More on that later.
And is that when he's telling him like I don't trust anyone. I
Yeah.
don't trust my
Mm-hmm.
family and I don't trust you.
Yeah. Exactly.
But yeah, it's and you're just kind of like, all right, who's psycho here?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So we cut to Bill and his friend Milo playing basketball outside of Bill's mansion. He alerts his sister Jenny that someone named David must be nearby after spotting his car. She tells him that he doesn't want to see him. She doesn't want to see him, and Bill agrees to get rid of him. While Jenny is getting dressed, David emerges from her closet and quickly rushes to silence her. Bill hears the commotion and runs to her aid, escorting David out.
He's in the least rapey way possible, by which I mean the
Jesus
most.
Christ. Yeah,
Like
literally.
there's just, I
Jesus
mean,
fucking Christ, man.
I don't know. Is there a good way to
No,
navigate that
no,
situation?
no,
You know, not
absolutely.
really.
Yeah.
So who are
So,
you to judge?
exactly. So while they're making their way downstairs, David claims that something weird is going on and that Jenny is playing games with him. The parents, Jim and Nan, tell Jenny to get ready for a party tonight because Judge Carter will be there tonight. Jim then turns to Bill to ask if that was Milo out front. When he starts to answer him, they turn away and walk up the stairs.
Goddamn.
Bro, this shit is so disrespectful. I was like, what the fuck?
Just don't even give a
They
fuck
just
about
like
this
it's
boy.
like, oh, isn't that Milo out there?
Just
Downstairs.
yeah, like I give a fuck.
So funny.
Fuck Milo.
So Jenny asks Bill to zip her dress up, and as he does, he notices something moving beneath her skin. And is startled, but he shakes it off. He tells her that he's sorry he's going to be missing her coming out party, and she tells him that
hmm
it doesn't mean much, seeing as she's been dating for 3 years. I was like, not what that means,
That is what that
but
means.
is that what that means?
Yeah, that is what a coming out party or like a debutante ball is is basically like that's what it's supposed to be
Like
is
a
like
quinceanera.
I mean uh, bear in mind I'm a bad Latino, but it's my dad's fault for being a drunk, for being a drunk and the black sheep of his family,
Yeah, yeah,
so it's
yeah,
like, he wasn't around, they don't want shit to do with me. How
yeah,
am I
yeah.
gonna learn?
Amen,
So I don't
bro.
know if a quince is focused on this, but like a
Yeah.
debutante ball coming out party thing is like, I mean, if we're talking about like raw subtext of the
Mhm.
deal, it's basically, hey everybody, my daughter's fuckable now.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's what I'm saying. Well, I mean,
Is that what
becoming
a
a
kid?
woman, it's kind of becoming a
I mean,
woman type.
that's basically what that means.
That's what I'm saying. It is the subtext is there for
When
sure.
you remove all the fucking
The
bulk of
pomp
it,
and
basically what you're
circumstance,
saying
yeah.
is if anyone wants to trade me three goats and a winter harvest, I'll fucking, you can have her.
So fucking good. Yeah. I didn't know that. I don't
I
know.
didn't devise society. Brian
I didn't.
Yuzna did
Yeah,
it.
exactly. I didn't know what the fuck that meant, but I was just like, that's a strange. Like, I got it through context, obviously, but I was just like, that's a strange way of putting that.
That's what it's supposed to mean, and then basically that little comment was, I mean, and with what happens later, and also this
Hmm.
being a movie from 1989, was
Yeah.
basically meant to be like, I'm a little slut anyway, though. I don't
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
care.
yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
they think they're letting everyone know their like virginal daughter is ready to pound, but
Yeah,
psh,
it's fucking goddamn it. Yeah, it's very much. But that's what occurs. So, at a school debate, Bill's girlfriend Shauna is doing a cheer routine for Bill for some reason. He's asked to provide a counterpoint to the topic of a school dress code, and as he does, a young woman in the front row flashes her coochie at him and sends his brain into another dimension. Yeah,
just so ridiculous. I
it's so
don't
good.
I don't think in my whole life I've ever done a
Yeah,
ha cha
it's
papa
so
ho to
so
po 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 ha ka po 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 cha papa like
so, so he eventually snaps
very
out of it.
89.
Yeah, he eventually
And
snaps
is that
out.
Clarissa?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So he eventually snaps out of it and gets back to debating the nerd derogatory. But he but
Mhm.
after he's gone, he looks back to where the mystery coochie was sitting and she's gone. The judge leans in and tells him she's nothing but trouble. In the next scene, we see Bill excitedly telling Cleveland the news about his recent successes.
He's like, and I should know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Gross.
So when he asks Bill how he feels about his family in light of the victories, he says, I don't think about them. They don't think about me. We're one big happy family, except for a little incest and psychosis. When the doctor pries a little further, Bill exclaims that they don't accept him or his friends. They don't talk to him the way they do Jenny, and he claims they don't even look like him. Pretty big, pretty big foreshadowing right there.
Yeah, I don't think it's ever. I mean, it's. I don't think it's ever like said, but you get the vibe pretty quickly that like he's adopted
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
or something.
Yeah, exactly.
And
To
they
that
found him
effect.
in a rose bush like
Yeah.
Biscuit.
Exactly like Biscuit. Aw.
When he's being an asshole, we tell him, "You want us to put you back in the fucking bush,
That's good. Exactly. Straight to jail.
right where you came from."
So Dr. Cleveland proceeds to both gaslight him and tosses in a bit of foreshadowing saying, you really deserve what's gonna happen to you. You're gonna make a wonderful contribution to society. I love
Mm.
those lines. I love those lines so
Every
much.
time they say it, they're like,
Yeah, the wink.
mm,
Exactly.
mm. Like, hey, you get it?
Yeah, exactly. They said the thing. So we cut to Bill knocking on Jenny's door to ask for sun lotion. When she doesn't answer because she's in the shower, he lets himself in. As he goes to reach for the lotion, he glances over at Jenny and it appears as if her breasts are now on her back, but it's distorted by the shower door.
Yeah, and it's accompanied by some 80s textural
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
sound, you
yeah,
know, like
yeah.
what passed for spooky sounds
Fucking
then.
synths, baby. So he opens the door and Jenny covers her now normal looking body, screaming for him to leave. Bill confusedly stumbles onto his parents examining some slugs with a gardener. They're excitedly giggling when they notice him passing by. His father tells him, There he is, the future student body president of Beverly Hills Academy. His mother once again brings up the fact that they are very excited for their party with Judge Carter this weekend, and they quickly dismiss him after asking what his plans are for the day. Just
Jeez.
disrespecting the man at every turn, dude.
Just left and fucking right.
It's like, what are you up to? Just fucking dip, dude.
What
It's
are you
so
up to? I don't fucking care.
exactly. As he gets in his car to leave, Bill finds a doll with a nail screwed into its head and tosses it aside. At the beach, he rubs lotion on Shauna and the two begin making out. She tells him to get them invited to Ted Ferguson's party this weekend as she looks over at another group nearby. While they're occupied, two kids sneak up on the couple, grab the bottle of lotion, and spray it all over them. As he chases them, he runs right into the mystery coochie herself. As she stands over him and squirts lotion on his face, saying, Don't get too hot, and walks away.
Just straight cum shot on him.
Exactly.
Just straight jizzed on his face.
She finishes on him.
I'm a finisher, sir.
So he walks up to Ted and asks if he knows anything about anything going on this week. As the rest of them giggle to themselves, he tells them nothing comes to mind. He tells him nothing comes to mind, but that he'll let him know if he hears anything. Bill notices that Shauna is gone and starts to walk away.
It was such a weird scene, dude. Like so much of this movie is just like so stilted and awkward and strange. And I
It
mean, I guess
felt
they're
like Grease.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Or well, in this, I suppose in this case, it's not Grease as much as Crybaby. You know what I mean? Like
I
that.
don't know if I know
Oh,
Crybaby.
really? John Waters?
Oh no.
Oh wow. Oh dude, you're in for a surprise there. It's basically the answer to Grease. Like it was
Interesting.
his answer to Grease. It's so fun. But
Interesting. I would
yeah.
love to see that for
Oh
sure.
yeah, it's funny.
Um, but yeah, no, it is very greasy.
Hmm.
Um, but
And it
it
gets greasier.
like an Italian. Um, sub. What did you think I meant? Um, yeah, but it's very like he goes over to talk to these people that he
Mhm.
doesn't like, that don't like him, to ask about parties that he doesn't want to go to, that
They're
they
all
don't want to
singing "Tell me
invite him
more, tell me
to.
more."
Yeah, they're all acting like so weird about everything. It's just like no one wants to be in this conversation,
Yeah.
but like, and so while you're watching it, it's kind of like, why am I watching this? Why is this what's
Yeah, yeah,
happening
yeah.
in the story?
It feels as awkward as it is to like have that interaction as it is to
Yeah,
watch
because he says like several times, he's like, so if you know anything going on, he's like, okay, I'll let you know. And
it.
he's
Hmm.
like, yeah, so if anything's happening, like I'd really, and he's like, okay, yeah, if anything happens, I'll let you know. I'll send you a telegram.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
he's like, okay, so if anything's going on,
yeah. He's just
just let
talking
me
to himself.
know.
Yeah.
It's like, but that's so much of life.
Yeah, and I think
That's society.
there is this thing too of like in particular Clarissa's dialogue at points doesn't make fucking sense for shit. Like there's literally they're non sequiturs and you're just like what? What the fuck? But it makes sense in the context of what's going on later on
hmm
when the
I
reveal
I
happens.
saw something that said he's not too concerned with logic, and I was like, no, he's really not.
No,
The
100%.
he
Yeah.
he just figured out the effects and worked backwards.
Yep. Yeah. Well, yeah, yeah, but
That's that.
there's still some more substance to this movie.
Oh, for sure, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
But I understand what you're saying. Yes,
I'm
for
locked
sure.
in. I'm
For
locked in.
sure, for sure.
But yeah, it is just interesting because it is pretty much him and Matt George
Mhm.
just fucking around and being like, well, if we can get to here, so how do we get to here?
They threw the kitchen sink at the wall. They threw the fucking fridge. They threw everything at that motherfucker. That's so good. But as he's leaving, David catches up with him with a briefcase in hand and tells him that he needs to show him something. He tells him to meet him at the pier. Oh, he ran into David catch. So
Yeah.
he like comes in out of nowhere, like literally out of nowhere. So if it seems like
He
that like
does,
made a
does
snip or some
does he
shit.
literally like come out of a bush?
Yeah, yeah, literally. That's what I'm saying. He literally just pops
Yeah,
into the
I'm like
scene. It's
just
great.
now realizing that happened last night when
Yeah.
I was watching this movie. Yeah, he literally just walks out of a fucking bush and is like, "I need to talk to you,"
Exactly. I
which is
need to
so
give you
which
exposition.
is so funny because much like a modern Batman comic,
Yeah.
this guy does absolutely no fucking detecting. He does
Yeah,
no
yeah, yeah.
investigative work.
I know it
He
really is him
doesn't
just
un
stumbling into the
he
truth
he
the whole
leaves he
time.
leaves every stone unturned. He leaves every rock uncovered. He
That's
just like
funny.
he doesn't do shit for unraveling the mystery. There's like six times where guys walk up to him and go, "I gotta tell you something."
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. He's just like stumbling onto the answers. It's so funny.
So by modern standards, he is Earth's greatest detective, I must tell you.
Exactly. There you go.
I'm bereft to inform you.
so so back at the mansion, Jenny finds her father and Judge Carter talking and asks Jim to help her with an earring she's having trouble with. David pulls out the tape recorder and reveals to Bill that he's bugged his parents' car as well as Jenny's earring before playing the tape for him.
Yeah, it's got like a little crystal on it and shit.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool how they like cut in between these scenes, how it just
Mhm.
keeps jumping back and forth. I really like that. They do it multiple times in the movie, and
It's
I
it's
never got
really
tired of that.
it's really crazy and it lends a weird amount of credence to fucking new age hippies when you realize how much is crystals.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like it's how we tell time, it's how we transmit information.
yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like you want to hate on them, but like
yeah. It's like you have a point.
I mean it can't fucking, determine my future
Yeah,
and influence the universe around me, but it is why me and Sideshow are talking right now.
exactly. Literally. That's so funny. So on the tape, we hear Jenny and her parents talking about her coming out party. I remember mine. I was so excited, Nan says. Jenny asks that so then you can do it with women too? Of course, Jim says. You know the schedule. First we dine and then copulation with someone your age first, then with your mother and me, and then in comes the host. Then Jenny goes on to say that she could barely keep a straight face when Bill told her that he couldn't make it tonight. Again, disrespecting this man at every
He
possible
can't even be a
end.
part of the family orgy. This little fucking weird dicked bitch. Like, oh, you want to fuck mom? Well, she's not into you, asshole.
It's fucking disgusting. I fucking hate that
And
sentence.
this is the part where you go, I want to hate on the guy, but
Uh,
boy, did he have future sight.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Hey, you want to know what the rich are up to?
Yeah, yep, exactly. It's just this.
Jesus fucking Christ.
So David speeds up the tape, and we hear Jenny talking to her friend. She congratulates her on choosing Ted Ferguson for a first partner. They then compliment her boobs and tell her that it's fun to see how far they can stretch. You can stretch. The hotter and wetter you get, the more you can do. It's great. That's fucking dialogue, dude.
I mean,
I had a lot of fun writing these notes. I'll just tell you that much. It was so much fun.
is anything they said wrong?
Exactly.
I mean, the blaming hasn't started yet. I'll let you know when it starts.
Exactly. It's so good. So Jim discovers the hidden microphone and tells Carter that he's been bothering his daughter, that David has been bothering his daughter, following her around, things like that. He then says he's a real electronic wizard. Very funny. He like still gives him his flowers.
He-
So we
He's a real pinball wizard, this kid.
that's funny. So we cut back to David and Bill listening to what sounds like an orgy. But then as it goes on, we hear a man screaming in pain as Jenny begins to chuckle. Bill throws David to the ground, snatches the tape out of the recorder, and takes off. He arrives at Dr. Cleveland's house and tries to convince him to listen to the tape, but he tells him that he's unable at the moment. He offers to take the tape so that he can do it before they meet again for a session, but Bill is apprehensive at first. Cleveland asks Bill if he's afraid of him, and Bill tells him that he doesn't know why he's afraid, but what's on the tape is important before handing it over to him. So he's like apprehensive. He's like,
He's basically like, I'm more afraid of what's going on here.
yeah, 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 yeah. Bill sees Shauna at school the next day and attempts to tell her about the tape. But as soon as he mentions the name Ted Ferguson, all she can think about is how they're not invited to the party. She tells him that it means a lot to her to go. So he asks her if all she cares about is social status. Frustrated, he says, I'm trying to tell you something and all you're doing is giving me a bunch of shit. She says, I don't know, Billy. Maybe we should see other people. And storms off. He turns around and looks in his locker only to find a shrunken head has been placed inside. He angrily walks away.
Just such silly ass
Yeah.
80s
It's very
melodrama
cartoonish. Yeah, it's
with
cartoon. It's Grease. It's
with
Grease. Just
25-year-old fucking
yeah,
teenagers.
it very much is. That's so funny. When you watch Crybaby, you'll see what I mean. Like this very much now reminds me of that world. Like when I think about that movie and this, like the characters are just so off the wall and over the top. And then like there are a lot of moments in this where they do the exact same shit. It's so fun.
Well, I definitely look forward to it, so you're just gonna have to pick it one of these
I
days.
know, right? I don't know if it fits this show criteria so much. We'll watch it again and we'll see.
We'll
But
watch it on a stream.
we'll watch it on straight. There you go. So he goes to see Dr. Cleveland and is told that what he's doing is illegal. He asks, "What about what they're doing? My father, my sister, my mother, together. Dr. Cleveland then puts on the tape recorder and plays it back to him. We hear the same voices from before, only now the dialogue is different. I remember my own coming out. God, I was so excited. You mean I can dance with whoever I want? Of course, you know the schedule. First we'll dine, then introductions, then you'll be presented.
Hey,
I really feel bad that Bill can't come. I hope he doesn't feel left out. We're very proud of your brother, Jen, but it's unfortunate that he couldn't be with us.
it's a very. Do you know what happens when you find a stranger in the Alps?
What?
Have you ever seen The Big Lebowski on like edited for TV?
No, 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 no. I've only ever seen it on like DVD and shit.
Okay, so you've seen, so you know when he's destroying the car, and you know this is what happens when you fuck a stranger
Oh
in the
yeah, yeah, yeah,
ass.
yeah.
That's the TV edited version.
That's so
This is
funny.
what happens when you find a stranger in the Alps, and he
I
just keeps
love that.
yelling that while smashing the car. It's a real. I'm sick of these Monday to Friday steaks on
Yeah,
this
yeah.
Mother Falcon plane. Like.
Monday to It's incredible. I love that.
Apparently, they just bring them in and they just tell them like as long as it's the same amount of syllables, you can
Yeah.
just like say whatever.
Yep.
And yeah, Samuel L. Jackson clearly has fun when he has to do his
His
like
notes.
censored ADR lines.
That's fucking incredible. I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
That's fucking
do you
incredible.
see now?
I've
Do
never
you
seen
see
that
now?
show.
This is what happens when you find a stranger in the Alps.
I fucking love that so much. I had no idea. That's fucking incredible.
Oh my God. And there's an album by Phoebe Bridgers called Stranger in the Alps.
That's
And I'm
incredible.
looking at it and I'm pretty sure this
It's a
is
reference.
no, this is completely accidental.
That's amazing.
This is completely accidental. This is beautiful. I'm so glad. I'm so glad
I'm
I've
glad I
like
could be here for this. So Bill tells him that that's not what he's heard, and he goes to reach for the tape. But Cleveland snatches it away. Billy, people are what they are. And you have to learn to accept that. And you have to learn to accept society's rules of privacy. If you don't follow the rules, Billy, bad things happen. Now, some people make the rules and some people follow the rules. It's a question of what you're born into. And that's the first instance of the classism that we have here. I love it.
yeah, yeah,
Love
it's
it.
very
Yeah.
very blue blood, birth determinism. I'll tell
Oh,
you
yeah.
this, the guillotine was invented because of people like
Like
that.
literally like this. Yeah,
Truly,
literally like this.
true, like actually, factually. Oh man, as you're starting to get into manga, holy shit, you have to read
Ooh.
Innocent.
Ooh, what is
Oh, you
this?
have to read Innocent.
Ooh,
It's a manga about Charles Henri Sanson, the royal executioner during the French
oh, I
Revolution.
have heard about this one.
It's very good and it's very gay.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm on down. I'm
It's
down.
like, and this is like saying this sounds like a crazy thing. It's like one of the gayest mangas I've ever read.
That's amazing.
It's yeah,
That's
a
incredible.
high
Oh, this
bar.
looks really fucking sick, dude. The
It's
art looks crazy.
bro, when you see his sister Marie, you're gonna go crazy.
That's nuts.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah. I'm
you,
down. I'm down.
yeah.
Innocent. All right. I'll pick this up soon. That's fucking
Anywho,
sick. Anywho,
anywho.
Anywho, so yes, this is very much like this is it's not surface level. It is very much surface level, but there are more things to dig into as you go
There are
further on.
things happening, but it's all subtext. It's not really like
Yeah, yeah,
what
yeah,
he's doing and the words him and the other characters are saying don't really matter that much.
yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah,
kind of
yeah.
just more this like I'm realizing it's more the dressing of it all because like
Mm-hmm.
while it's happening, like I said, I was like pretty like okay, there's like nothing too special going on
Exactly.
here, but
Yeah,
it comes together.
it does. It does in a very
Then
fucking
so do
great way.
they.
So it's thank you. That's incredible. That's amazing. That's fun. You got me good. So he starts to write him a prescription and tells him, I really hate giving you pills. You can always trust me. Crazy ass statement to make. Billy calls David on the phone and tells him to meet him. with another copy of the tape. When he goes to meet him, he sees David's car flipped over in the middle of the road, and paramedics are putting a bloody, wrapped up corpse into the back of an ambulance. He asks them if he's dead, and they close the door.
They're like, no, you know that thing where you show up to your high school and this shit is just like all up in the quad? That's what's happening. This is, I'm gonna put a shirt on you and you're dead today. So no one's gonna talk
Exactly.
to
Yeah,
you.
yeah. That's funny.
What a horrific thing to do to children.
Yeah, to a child. Yeah. He goes to the car and he retrieves the tape recorder, but not before a pig snatches it out of his hands, telling him to get lost. Which is crazy. Like the balls to just walk up to a crime scene and be like, "All right, I'm just gonna take this."
Yeah, right. And then just fucking goober on out of
Yeah,
there.
goober on that. Yeah, exactly. So
Hits the Zoidberg.
the cops like, "Get the fuck out of here! What the fuck?" It's like, go. What the fuck? So when he arrives home, Jenny tells him that he's received a telegram. When he reads it, it's an invitation to Ted Ferguson's
This
party happening.
literal son of a
Literally,
bitch.
yeah, exactly. Tells him it's for an invitation to his party happening tonight. He tries conveying the gravity of what he's just witnessed, but no one seems to bat an eye. He turns to
Courage the
Jenny.
Cowardly Dog style.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Hababa, hababa. And then he turns into a car and crashes
Yeah.
into a lamppost.
Yes. That's fucking great.
I'm just imagining Courage having to explain the end of this movie.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. That's what
Whoa.
fucking amazing. So he turns to Jenny and says, "I don't think you understand. David's dead." And she replies with, "I know. I'm really going to miss him. I'd rather not talk about it. So what are you going to wear? To the funeral? No, you
Uh,
weirdo. To the Ferguson's party."
to the funeral hit me so hard.
That was
That
so
was
good.
that was funny as
That was
fuck,
really, really
dude.
funny. It's
That
well written, dude. Like it's really, really good. The dialogue is fantastic.
that one killed me.
So funny. So we see Bill pull up to the party just in time to run into Mystery Coochie once again. Open jawed, a wooga motherfucker.
Making like a wolf in a
Yeah, exactly. His
cartoon.
eyes fucking popping out and shit. So stupid. So they dance
He
together.
he did that thing where he pulled on the tongue and then it was like the blinds.
It just rolls up.
Yeah, you know the one. Who among us has never turned into a cartoon wolf?
So funny, salivating and shit. So they dance together, and we learn that her name is Clarissa. She asks where Shauna is. That is who you go with, right? He chuckles and asks, "What do you know? My mother's maiden name too?" And she says, "Real or adopted?"
Hmm.
That was funny. I thought it was like, "Are we gonna skip right past that?" Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's kind of like, does he know that?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So just then, Milo interrupts them and asks what happened to David, insulting Clarissa in the process. She walks away and goes into a nearby tent. Milo asks Bill if he knows about David, and he tells him that he can't deal with that right now as he pursues Clarissa. He's too busy chasing booty, man.
he's like, have you ever detected pussy, my friend? I'm over here investigating. This is the only time this motherfucker sniffs out anything.
He totally.
This guy's down in the lab comparing samples all of a sudden. This motherfucker's over here like, I believe it's a size 9.5 Reebok.
Yeah.
And I believe it's Velcro. Yes. No, no. Velcro, but it's also laced. It's one of those hybrid numbers.
That's really fucking good. Yeah, 100%. That's literally yeah.
Over here with fucking beakers and goggles. I just imagine Batman like, I'm creating a serum.
You got me fucking crying, bro. It's fucking amazing.
I don't
I'm
know
trying
why.
so hard to get through literally his fucking notes.
I don't know why I hit the nerdy white guy voice for I'm creating a serum, but
Oh, he's asking if he could have a crumb of pussy.
like if I could just hold something that it was on, you know? Like,
Damn it.
have you ever heard of the transitive property? Calm down, MAGA
Right.
people. For one, what are you doing here? For two, that's not what it means.
Oh god fucking damn it. So when he walks into the tent, I'm trying to get past this
I
half
really just
time.
enjoyed how long I could do
This is
this,
so
dude.
good. So when he walks into the tent, Ferguson
The,
is
the the one he himself popped.
yes, god damn it. You are fucking killing me. Ferguson and his goons are hanging out, and I know that's gonna trigger another fucking joke. The best way to describe the aesthetics of what I'm seeing here is like it's like Dario Argento directed Goodfellas.
Mm.
I I think it's pretty accurate. I don't know.
It's like if all the kids from Brick were having a
Yeah,
heroin
yeah,
party.
yeah, 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 for sure, for sure, for sure. If they found a heroin den,
You
yeah,
know
yeah,
what? It realized it in my mind because the new season of Daredevil just came out,
yeah.
and there's a character who's like a intern for like I don't know if you've seen the new Daredevil show,
No.
but Kingpin's running for mayor,
Oh, I
and
have
and
seen, yeah, like ads for that. Yeah.
okay. And this guy ends up becoming like an intern for him, and he's like a little bit younger, but obviously going drunk with power. And so there was a scene in a recent episode where he was like throwing a party. And I'm realizing in my head I'm like mixing up these two
Oh, these
scenes
scenes,
because
yeah,
it's the same thing of like, kids like
yeah.
drunk with power and opulence and
That's funny.
riches.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I put make it about high school and there's shoulder pads as far as the eye can see.
Oh man, what's the name of the Sydney Sweeney show?
Euphoria?
That's the one.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I don't like that you called it her show.
I mean, it's not my show.
Yeah, it's fair. Fuck her. So he asks him what he did to his sister at her coming out party, and he tells him, "You know the schedule. First we dined, then I fucked your
That fucked your
sister.
sister.
Then everyone else got so turned on, they fucked her too." Then he admits to killing David, and they all beat his ass before throwing him into the pool.
Oh, I think what he says is like, and then I ran him into a pole. It's been a real busy week.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So fun.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I must break this to
Oh,
tell you
please
that
bust.
um the actor who plays Bill, his name is Billy Warlock, and I just realized that he is the son of horror legend Dick Warlock.
What?
Have you ever heard of Dick Warlock?
No.
Dick Warlock is an actor slash stuntman who played the Shape in the
Oh,
early
really?
Halloween movies.
Oh, that's fun.
But he's mostly known as there's no fucking way that's a guy's name in credits. I'm like
That's
surprised. I said Dick Warlock like four
no,
times,
I
and you
know.
said
Yeah,
you gave
I'm
me
not giving
nothing.
that to you.
He gave me
I'm not giving
nothing.
that to
That
you.
would be a freebie, I guess.
So so stupid. Clarissa invites him up to her room, and even though absolutely none of her dialogue makes an ounce of sense, they start getting freaky, non-derogatory. While it's happening, Bill notices the same movement underneath her skin that he saw with Jenny. He rolls off the bed and he looks back to see Clarissa's torso facing him while her legs are facing away. He moves closer to Clarissa and tells her that she was in a weird position. She
Yeah,
laughs and
he
said, she laughs and says, "Billy, you're so sweet. I wonder when you lost your virginity."
normal things to say.
Yeah, exactly.
Just normal people stuff.
She just said it's like non sequiturs, dude. Like it just I don't have any like specific uh examples here, but yeah, she just is not good at talking. It's so
Yeah,
strange.
her no taka so good.
Yeah. So outside the house, Shauna is in the car. What happened?
She said, actually, just that last speech and this one explaining it.
Yeah, yeah. That's so funny. So, outside the house, Shauna is in the car with her friend who is showing her what he's doing. Earlier, she'd seen Clarissa and Bill dancing together. Inside, Clarissa is serving Bill tea and asks how he takes it.
Oh my
Cream,
God.
sugar, or do you want me to pee in it?
God. And she meant it.
She meant that.
She said that with
She she
her
full
whole
throatedly said that shit.
I think fupa would be incorrect, but her whole upa. She said it with her whole upa.
God damn it, Jack.
That's our next t-shirt. The whole
The
upa.
whole oopa. So dumb.
And I'm sorry, but
Uh,
Oompa Loompas.
yeah, I was waiting for it. I was like, come on.
God damn it. Anyway,
So,
I'm on timeout.
well, Shauna is crying at the realization of what's happening. The two suddenly spot someone outside the house and quickly turn on the car to leave. We see someone's POV as they enter the room where the two are making out on a sofa, and Bill alerts Clarissa. She yells at her mother to leave, but she's standing in the doorway, not saying a
It
word.
was so weird because when we found out who it was, their reaction to her, like in retrospect, to see like seems weird.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like the way they ran away was like Dick Warlock, aka the Shape, was standing before them.
Stupid.
Like I could understand if that were the case.
You're on fire tonight.
Yeah.
Oh God,
I've
you
been
damn it.
getting sexually harassed a lot at work lately. I got to take it out somewhere,
Right, dude.
and I wish I was joking.
Jesus Christ.
I wish I was joking.
Jesus. All right, we'll have that conversation off mic.
Yeah, we don't want the lawyers to
So,
hear that.
Jesus Christ. She's she's standing in the doorway,
And
not
HR
saying.
will be present. Okay.
I love it. So she stands in the doorway, not saying a word, holding a lock of hair and looking wild. Bill extends his hand to greet her, and she spits up a clump of hair before putting it into his hand. Clarissa essentially shoos her out of there, and when he asks her what her deal is, she tells him she does things I don't like. Once again, makes no fucking sense.
It's so
So,
yeah.
so
This
strange.
of everything, that's the one character where I'm like, I think a lot of this movie stands the test of time, really.
Mhm.
But like that, just her is just so strange.
I'll bring it back.
Okay.
I think with her character in particular, I might be able to wrap that around for you.
Okay.
So the next morning, as Bill is walking to his car, he sees a blow up doll in his passenger seat with the name Clarissa taped to its chest and a Barbie doll with the name Billy taped on, shaped, shoved into its mouth.
Hmm.
Shauna pulls up to ask him if he's happy and if she was a good fuck before tossing a ring on the ground in front of him. Jesus fucking Christ, they're in high school. What do you mean you have a ring?
Hit him with the old $45 promise ring. Been there, brother.
Exactly.
Got it down on Pier 37 in the city.
So funny.
Might have been
Exactly.
plastic. Fuck if I know.
So funny. So Bill confronts his family, who are all in lingerie together in the parents' bedroom, about the dolls, and he asks what this was all about. As he tosses it on the bed, Jenny comments that this is a disgusting thing to bring into mom and dad's bedroom.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was
Had to say it.
fucking dying, dude.
Had to say it.
I was dying. As he's like massaging her, it's disgusting.
It's horrifying, is what it
It's
is.
so fucking gross, dude.
It's bad, not good.
Oh yeah, it's very bad touch for sure.
Mm.
So she walks away, and Nan once again makes a comment about what a great contribution he'll make to society.
And I think this is also the part where he tells his dad, "Fuck you, butthead,"
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
which
So
cracks me up. I do have it sounds silly, but I think respect should be given to the cursemanship there to go from "fuck you" to the silliness
but it, yeah,
of
exactly.
butthead like a
Yep.
5-year-old.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like saying get fucked, poo pants.
Yeah, exactly.
you know.
Oh man. So she walks away. So he tells when he tells them they discussed him, Jim tells him not to be disrespectful to his mother. My mother, God only knows where my mother is, Jim says. I won't tolerate this language from you, young man. To which Bill responds with, fuck you, butthead.
Oh, there it is.
He
Okay.
tells them to leave him alone and that he's moving out. That's so funny, dude. It is juvenile. It's so funny.
Yeah, he said, I'm moving up, I'm moving out.
So at David's funeral, Milo and David walk up to view the body in the casket. Milo comments that he looks weird, not like himself. And then he proceeds to drive his finger into David's face. It caves in, leaving a large cracked hole in the cheek. They must have had to do a lot of reconstructive surgery on him. Milo walks away, and as Bill stares at the body, a man named Petrie appears behind him, telling him that he has information about everything going on lately concerning society.
Guy number two with a thing to tell him.
Yeah, exactly.
he, he's
Exactly.
he's like, so your previous guy died. I hear you're in the market
For
for
a new
for
guy?
for a creepy little fucking dingus to pop up and tell you what's going on.
So he tells him to meet him again. He meet him that night at Franklin Canyon. Bill shows up to the meeting spot and Milo stealthily follows behind him. Bill looks around and finds Petrie's car in the forest with the emergency lights on. He opens the door and finds Petrie's body with his throat slit open. He trips and falls, then hears a laugh nearby. He goes to investigate and is thrown to the ground by a shadowy figure, who makes a run for it. He chases after but loses him. He eventually finds his way to Clarissa's house somehow, and when she answers the door, he tells her he's just seen Petrie with his throat slit. She responds with, "Poor baby. I hope he didn't make a mess." So crazy. Bill leads the cops to the scene, but of course they find a different car.
And the whole time they're leading, all the faces she's making, I mean,
Yeah,
from the point where she's shape shifting while they're fucking, you like
yeah,
already
yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah,
know something's wrong.
yeah,
But she's just kind of like, oh, this is silly. What are we
yeah.
doing out here? Like,
Exactly. So, they find a different car empty with a red scarf inside. The pigs give them a little scare and threaten to book them before fucking off. They both get back into his jeep and go and fall asleep cuddled together. Bill goes to school the next day and sees Jenny. He asks her if she's got anything to tell him, that it'll stay between them. But she just expresses her concern for his well being again, and he walks away. He stands up for the debate that's scheduled to happen and begins to lay out the entire conspiracy about society, a society that kills to protect its secrets, claiming that the two boys who died were going to expose them but were murdered. But everyone seems to laugh it off. And then suddenly, Petrie shows up well dressed and asks what's going on, claiming that there was heavy traffic on the way. Bill runs out of
yeah,
the room.
yep. And he gets the biggest laugh of them
Yeah,
all.
exactly.
The
The real
having a
sitcom ass, yeah,
laugh.
real sitcom ass fucking entrance too.
Oh, did I miss
Yeah,
something? There
exactly.
sure was a lot of traffic.
So funny. So
All right.
Matt,
I think he might have even said something like traffic was killer.
yeah,
Like it
yeah,
was like
Travis Killer, yeah,
insanely like 80s
yeah,
cheese, you know.
literally, it's so funny. So Milo catches up with him and admits to putting the shrunken head in his locker and blow up doll in his car as a joke. He tells him that he followed him to Franklin Canyon and witnessed another car leaving just as he went into the woods. They agree to work together to find out what's going on. Milo,
It's so funny to just be like, "Hey, you know that whole subplot? It actually meant nothing."
yeah, 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 for sure.
I mean, I
We
appreciate
gotta
them wrap
focus though. We gotta
I
like,
appreciate they wrapped it up. I mean,
yeah, 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 yeah.
they could have just done nothing and I would have assumed it was
It was just over.
fucking
Yeah,
the society.
yeah. That's so funny. So Milo drops Bill off at his house and waits outside. Bill sees the family plus Dr. Cleveland and Judge Carter waiting for him. Outside, an ambulance silently arrives and reverses up to the main entrance. Nan says, "Thank God you're here. You nearly spoiled everything." He says that he wishes he could stay and chat, but he's tired and wants to go to sleep. Just as he starts to back away, two paramedics walk up behind him and hold him down as Dr. Cleveland administers an injection to put him to sleep. "I'm sorry, Bill. I really hate to give you hard drugs." The dialogue works, dude. Like it's fun.
See, that's
It's really well written and
that's the
delivered.
one doctor Big Pharma didn't get
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
That's the one guy. He did not get a Viagra pen or a fucking Oxycontin fucking tie clip, and he's really salty about it.
Exactly. That's so funny. A tie clip.
He's like, I want my Oxy points. I got 12 people
Exactly.
hooked on it this month. I'm not even getting any rewards for it. What am I even doing this for?
He's trading them in like Marlboro points.
This is fucking yeah,
Oh
fucking
man.
fuck Purdue Pharma.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me throw that in there.
So they load him into the van, and Milo follows them to the hospital. He asks the front desk what room Bill is in, but they can't find a record of him. He sees someone lying under a sheet in the hallway, and as he goes to lift it, the nurse tells him he'll need to go to the morgue. He exclaims that he just came in, he can't be dead, and leaves. When he gets to the car,
Well, let me tell him. No one tell him what happens at hospitals.
yeah, exactly. I know. Jesus Christ, I know. That's so funny. When he gets back to his car, he sees Bill's Jeep parked next to it. Bill wakes up in the hospital room and hears a commotion coming from behind the curtain to his side, even seeing shadows moving. But when he tears it down, no one is there. He sees that they've left clothes for him and he makes his way outside. Milo is shocked and confused to see him. He doesn't believe everything is okay. Bill charismatically tries to joke around with him, telling him they couldn't handle Whitney the Wonder Boy. Milo tells him, "Come on, can't you see that they're setting you up for something?" He responds with, "Paranoid? I'm not paranoid. All my fears are real," as he drives off. And I was
And
like,
that was also like such a non
non
sequitur
sequitur, yeah.
thing to
Yeah,
say. And then he even tells him he's like, because when Milo goes back to where he parked,
yeah.
it was just his car before, and now Bill's car is there,
Mhm.
and like Petrie's car disappearing,
Yeah.
and like there's like several things where it's literally like they turn around and turn back and just insane things have happened to the point where truly it just like there
Logic
is
goes out the window.
yeah, there just is no logical
Yeah,
explanation.
yeah.
You just have to accept that it just
It's
works
just
that
what
way.
happened. Yep, exactly.
It's just what's happening.
Exactly.
They just had 400 guys move the car really quickly. Like, yeah, that seems
Yeah,
insane,
they
but I
came
don't
out
know
of
what
the
to tell you.
bushes.
Like, this is an insane movie.
100%. Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. The whole like, so how did they get the Jeep here?
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah. Doesn't matter. The
I
Jeep's
was
here.
confused here too because we still don't know like what the society is, and it
Mhm.
seemed at this point like they like took him to the hospital and indoctrinated him because he comes out all like
Yeah,
he's
exactly. That's what I was like. Did they turn him or what the fuck happened?
he
Because
said
this
they're
part
set.
doesn't make a lot of sense to me, to be honest.
Yeah, he said they're setting you up for something. And he goes, for what? A happy life?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like he did say that at one point in the exchange, and then the very next scene, he's just back to being like tweaker level paranoid. You know?
I love that line though. Like, the paranoid. I'm not paranoid. All my fears are real. And he just drives. I was like, that's fucking. That's a sick ass line, dude. Unfortunate bars.
Yeah.
So go ahead, go ahead.
I was just gonna say unfortunate. It's nothing. It's
it's,
you've
it's nothing.
see. That's why I didn't say anything, and now you made this happen. So thanks.
You're welcome. Bill arrives at Clarissa's house and she tries charming him into bed again, but he tells her it won't work. They start.
He said I solved the mystery.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't
Your coochie has no power here.
unless.
Exactly. LOJK unless.
Oh.
So they start slapping each other, and she tells him not to go home, that things aren't what they seem. But he tells her he can't wait to get back and party hardy. Fucking 80 ass
I
movie.
just need to highlight the fact that we moved past it pretty quickly, but they start slapping
Yeah,
each
they
other.
just beat the
Yeah.
shit out of each other. It's
Yeah.
fucking weird, dude. It's
Just full
fucking
on.
bah, 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 bah. I was like, whoa, what the fuck?
Just like, you ever seen the way Jigglypuff pieces a bitch up? Like,
Just a two piece.
wow, wow. Fucking, where's the marker?
That's so good.
Draw a circle around this fucker's eyes.
So
He's
funny.
gonna
So
know I was here.
that's funny. When he gets back to the car, Milo asks what the plan is, but Bill just says, "Plan? You kidding?" And he drives off. Milo gets in his car, and Clarissa's mother, Mrs. Carlin, emerges from the back seat to try and grab his hair.
Mm.
He yells at her to stop, and then he tells her they're going somewhere.
It's so funny, the whole obsession with like white dudes in the 80s and 90s was like gen genuinely very bad hair
Mm.
that they've done very little to.
Oh, dude, I
Being
love
like,
the
don't
mullet. Yeah,
touch the hair.
yeah,
And
the
like,
mullets. Dude.
well, maybe you
Mullets,
should.
mullets everywhere, bro. Like this is a mullet forward movie for
God,
sure.
Solid
That's
Snake would
it's
be at home.
exactly it's mullets and like shoulder pads. The movie.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, yeah. So Bill arrives back at his house, mirroring what we saw at the beginning of the film. The lights are out, and he grabs a knife before searching the place.
Yeah, I thought this was cool that it did end up becoming like full
Wrapped
circle.
around, yeah. Jim and Nan arrive home, and he tells
When I
them,
wrap around the wrap, around the wrap, wrap around.
so,
Have you seen that?
no.
It's like a guy battle rapping, and he just keeps going around a
Stupid.
wrap around, around a wrap, and hell,
That's
the
fucking
comments are like,
funny.
no, if you look up like what round and rap meant in like 1650, like this dude's like fucking cooking. It's like no.
Fucking bars, bro. So Jim and Nan arrive home, and he tells them, Mom, Dad, I'd like to have a little chat with you before getting wrangled to the ground by several men. The lights
Mm,
come on, and the entire house is filled with the
the
cast of
dream.
characters. The lights come on, and the entire house is filled with the cast of characters we've seen thus far. Dr. Cleveland leads everyone in an applause and congratulates everyone on a wonderful performance. He then introduces Judge Carter, who again compliments everyone on an effective, efficient, and entertaining job. He says, "I do love the smell of the hunt and the taste of the shunt."
Jesus Christ.
This is, this
I
is
feel like
wild.
that's Mastodon lyrics.
That's funny. Just guitar solos behind it. So Cleveland tells Bill it's like this. There's no business like show business. And they all begin to laugh. Jim and Nan admit to not being his parents, and they tell him he was never one of them. Cleveland goes on to further explain that he is not the same species or class as them, that they're not from outer space or anything like that, that they've been here as long as humans. It's just a matter of good breeding.
It's so funny. He starts throwing like calling them alien scum, and I'm just like, I don't really know where that came from. This, I was like, did I miss something where like
Well,
there
when
was a
you've
re?
seen the weird ass shit, like I get anything is alien to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, yeah, but I just was like, oh, was there at some point where that
It
was
was confirmed.
exposited?
I see. I see.
Hmm.
Yeah, 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 for sure. But I like that he does say we're not aliens. Like we're not. You know, we've been here this whole time. We just have
It's
been in
a
the background.
yeah, pretty classic trope. Kind
Mm.
of almost reminds me of kind of like Gantz in a way of being like,
Oh.
we've been here forever, so what does that
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I like it. I like
I
again
am
solid
God.
solid fucking writing exactly. Outside, we see Milo arrive at the house. He and Mrs. Carlin watch as Clarissa gets out of her car and reluctantly walks inside. While they keep Bill on the floor with an animal catching tool, which I guess is called a people catcher.
That's crazy that
I
that's what that's called.
I learned that today. I learned that today that it's literally called a people catcher because it's apparently according to who I heard it from. I think in China they use it as like damage reduction, like harm reduction type of thing, so that they could put distance between the person looping and the person who's being held, and it's supposed to be so that they don't hurt
Mm,
themselves.
interesting.
Yeah, it's a very interesting. I know. I was like, well, that's fascinating. I didn't know all that, but yeah, it's a people catcher apparently. I know, wild ass name, dude.
Yeah, that's crazy. People catcher and wife beater in the Hall of Fame for why is that called that? The third one would be butt plug. I don't
Butt plug,
understand. I
exactly.
don't get what you don't
It is
plug
what it
that.
is, though.
You don't plug
You don't
that.
plug
That's not proper.
so. Jesus Christ. This is so hard to get to these next fucking lines of notes. I swear to God.
Another one would
Uh,
be cock ring.
so stupid.
I'm sorry, this
But
movie's just got me
this is what it
all
is. This is
ablaze.
yeah, exactly. It's got you in a tizzy. So Judge Carter continues to blow Jim about how well he's done. He tells him, "I'm pleased to be able to contribute anything for society." He also takes the opportunity to congratulate Ted for all that he's done for them. He tells him, "You too, young man. You have a bright future ahead of you. We might have an internship for you this summer in Washington." Meanwhile, the platters of worms are being passed around to the guests.
Yeah,
So
now they're
funny.
eating them. And something we kind of skip past is there's a couple times where he like bites into food and we
Mhm.
just see like maggots just all over
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's what I
everything.
said. Lost Boys type beat. Yeah, like fucking yeah. The apple in the beginning.
Lost
So
Boys type beat. Who from this went on to form a band with strippers and do famously bad guitar solos?
that's funny.
That happened twice. That's not a
Yeah,
lot of times, but that
it's
is kind of
enough.
crazy.
It's enough. You know. So,
Fucking Dick Warlock and Billy Warlock's Angels. That's the name of the band.
stupid. An ambulance arrives and two paramedics take someone out of the back. A bag is placed over their head. They're in a hospital gown and they're being pulled by the same tool being used on Bill.
Hmm.
Milo tells Mrs. Carlin, "Come on, you're going to be my date." And the two make their way inside. Cleveland creepily comments on Jenny's beauty to Nan, who then, equally as creepily, tells him, "We derive much pleasure from her, don't we, darling?" Oh, fucking, I almost threw up in my mouth reading that shit.
Yep, this
Uh,
is the sitting president has
exactly.
surely
Yes,
said
it
these
said
words
these
in this
exact words.
context.
I fucking love that.
Do you? Because I don't. Maybe a
Oh,
third of the country does, but
God damn it, dude. So the captive is led into the party and Judge Carter introduces the guests to David. He tells everyone that they have a double header planned for the evening. They all start undressing and begin to tear at his clothing, some even seemingly biting into his flesh. Here we go. this is this is where shit just goes off the
is
fucking rails, so you're just gonna have to bear with me.
this is where he's just watching what happens to David, right?
Yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So as Bill looks closer, he sees a lube-like substance starting to form over everyone, as they appear to be physically fusing together. Hands go into butts, and not in the fun way, and mouths form vacuum seals onto different parts of David. This is
It's
the blood orgy we saw at the top of the
it's
credits.
very similar to like the creepy long-faced people in Beetlejuice.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
surprised that isn't a credit for
yeah,
him. Maybe
yeah.
for Screaming Mad George it is.
Probably,
But
but yeah, you're totally right. This would totally be right in line with that. Yeah, exactly. If you've ever seen the long heads from Beetlejuice, it's that, but on a person.
yeah, like the kind of like anteater
hmm
mouth kind of, and it's also spongy.
mm.
The way
Also
the
malleable.
yeah, like it. I don't want to touch it, but I feel like I know what it would feel
Yeah,
like,
yeah, exactly,
you know?
exactly. So
And that's what
frust-
she said.
God damn it.
Every now and then I get myself with one of the stupid things I say.
So funny. Frustrated, Clarissa grabs the handle away from Ted. Bill asks what the fuck is going on. Ted tells him, "Don't you know, Billy boy? The rich have always sucked off low class shit like you," before pulling a venom on him and
That's
licking his face.
that's a real Shooter McGavin. You eat pieces of shit for
Yeah, yeah,
breakfast?
exactly. Yeah. And he fucking yeah, the venom tongue is fucking disgusting. It just folds out.
Yeah, it just falls. Blah.
It's disgusting. So outside, Milo uses Mrs. Carlin as a distractive to obtain a pig uniform. We see Judge Carter standing around waiting for his turn at David, and when they give him the signal that he's good and pliable, he goes over to him, bites a chunk of skin off his neck, and says, "Now, we'll get to the bottom of this," before shoving
Well,
his arm through his ass and out of his mouth.
yeah, absolutely insane. No lube, no Vaseline.
You didn't need it. They're made of it.
Where we're going, we don't need Vaseline.
It's disgusting. I hate you. It's
The
fucking
rowers are rowing and the blowers are blowing.
that's fucking
The suckers are
disgusting.
sucking and the lickers are licking.
Snosberries taste like snosberries.
Oh boys, but is it Gene Hackman
Uh,
or Timmy Shalley?
yeah,
You know.
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
But he mentions too his beauty mark.
Yeah, that's right. And then he ends up with it. It's
Yeah.
disgusting.
Yeah, I saw that coming for
Oh, that was
sure.
so funny. So Clarissa sets Billy free, tells him to run and that she loves him. He goes up the stairs and Cleveland chases after him. Once he has him cornered, Cleveland's head turns into a giant hand and Bill ducks into Jim and Nan's bedroom to escape. I love it. It's like this big ass hand just going like fucking ready to flick or some shit. It's like that. Like
Yeah, that was so strange. And that's when I was
right.
like, oh, I guess they can just like it's kind of like Mystique where it's like
Mhm.
you generally only see her turn into other people,
Yeah.
but when she's like doing shit on her own, there's times I might have said this before where like she'll go to punch somebody and then just like put all her muscle mass into the muscles you use to throw a punch.
Oh,
So
that's
like her
crazy.
other arm and her off leg, like all that muscle goes into the other
Just
arm
like
and leg.
deflates.
Yeah, so she like kind of
That's
gives
crazy.
herself like fake super strength, or she'll be running, so she'll just not have arms and put all of that
That's
mass into her
such like an
legs.
example of body horror though. That's so
hmm
cool.
Yeah, it's like the kind of stuff you can do. So sort of similarly, it was like, oh, I guess they can like get pretty wild with it if they really want to, because the whole shunting thing also seems kind of like it is their sexuality, but
Yeah.
also almost instinctual on a level of like they're not maybe as directed as just making your head a big hand, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So it's
yeah.
just like, oh wow,
Exactly.
okay. I wonder like just how much these guys really can do.
Yeah, it is that like you're kind of learning the rule. All the rules are just thrown at you at fucking Mach speed at the end. Though they're fucking just speed running all of the shit. It's
I
so
think there
crazy.
just are no rules. It just doesn't matter.
That's fair. That's they're all made up anyway.
As
So
Seto Kaiba once said, fuck the rules, I have money.
so he sees Nan lying in bed, but it appears that she now has Jim's arms as legs. She says it's sweet of him to come there for her. Then then stands up and walks over to him. Just as she stands over him, Jenny's face pops out from in between her arm legs and tells him,
And can I say it?
"Yeah,
If you have any edible fantasies that you would like to indulge in, now would be the time.
so
It
fucking
it's interesting
stupid."
going back and forth between using the
Uh,
actual actors for the close-ups and then
yeah,
the like
the
prop
prop, yeah,
body, which kind of
yeah.
reminds me of like the Rikio,
Oh
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
final boss battle, you know.
Yup, yup. Oh, go listen to our Ricky episode. That shit is so good. That movie was bad shit, dude.
I actually just suggested that movie to a coworker, so we'll see
Good.
if I
I
keep my
hope.
job.
Yeah, that's funny.
Tune in to see if this fucking guy is on the street.
We'll be announcing a Patreon very, very soon.
That's right.
So,
So if 2,700 of you give one
yeah,
dollar a month,
$1.
I can pay my rent.
So, as he backs away, he sees Jim's bottom half kneeling on the bed with Jim's face placed where his ass should be. He
Mm.
tells him, "Well, son, I guess you're right. I am a butthead." See,
And
so
the
fucking
fact
funny.
that there are copies of this film with that as the cover,
As the cover. Yeah, it's so funny, dude.
absolutely insane.
It is the thumbnail when you go to press the movie too. It's so funny.
Jesus.
So, as he exits the room, Cleveland catches him by the foot and brings him downstairs back to the party. He manages to get loose and grabs Clarissa. Ted comments about how lovely it is to see him try and save the girl. So Bill challenges him to a one-on-one fight. Cleveland calls out for Jim and Nan, and just as he does, Carter emerges all bloody and lubed up with that stupid cigar in his mouth. It's fucking disgusting.
He's just holding on to that
Ugh,
fucking
it's
thing the whole
fucking
time.
disgusting. He plays ref for the fight that's about to happen. Members of society, hailing from Beverly Hills, with lineage dating from Julius Caesar and Genghis Khan, the master of the hunt, the champion of the shunt, Ted the Tycoon Ferguson. And in this corner, from nowhere in particular, Bill the Bastard Whitney.
Some bitch.
Yeah, exactly. Some piece
Some
of
little
shit.
asshole. Some little impotent fuck who couldn't even fill a thimble if his life depended on it.
Stupid.
You heard of shooting ropes? This guy shoots threads.
That's disgusting. So they fight for a bit, and Bill gets his shit rocked. While this is happening, Milo is discovered, and they start beating his ass as well. Ted grabs a fire poker and is about to finish off Bill when Clarissa steps in to stop it. She gets hit and tossed to the side. When her mother sees this, she rushes Ted and pins him to the ground for a second. Gets back to his feet and begins piecing up Bill before quite literally sucking on his face in order to kill him. He goes to punch Bill as this is happening, but he catches his fist, twists it in a very Stretch Armstrong manner, and then shoves his hand up his ass through his mouth, literally flipping him inside out and dropping him on the floor.
But when he first shoves his hand up his ass, he like his long elongated lips
Yeah,
like
that's right.
come
You're
back.
like,
Yeah, he goes like
it's so good, dude.
it's very much like an anime fight where
Yeah.
well, I don't want to spoil what it's from, but there's like one fight where it ends with the bad guy throws a kick and the good guy throws a punch, and then the bad guy's whole leg explodes and he falls and he
Oh, it's
dies.
big.
And people are like, "What?" But if you had been paying attention, like his leg broke during the fight and like it's
Oh, okay.
supernatural shit, so he
Yeah.
healed, but that leg, like if you pay attention, that leg had been hit several times during the fight, so
Oh, I see. So it like
it
wore
like
it down.
set up this moment.
I see. I
So
see.
like you're like, whoa, that kind of came out of nowhere, but if you pay attention, you're like, oh, this has so much hubris, he
Yeah.
keeps
Yeah.
doing the same attack even though it keeps not working because
And
he
he
just
wore it
believes
down.
he's just like, fuck you, like I'm better than you, this is gonna
Hmm.
work.
Hmm.
um but there's not a thing like that here. Like I was like, I rewound it and was like, wait, what is the reason that this worked? There really just isn't a reason. It
No.
just did. It
He
just
just
did.
did that. He just
It
did
just
that.
did.
Yep.
Because
He
once
just
he
did that.
starts flesh melding with
Yeah.
him, it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like he's done. But for some reason he just isn't.
Hmm.
He just does. He just fists him. He just gets to, you
He
know?
is him.
I should say though, you've seen enough of JoJo to know this. These guys are how vampires in JoJo work. To
Mm-hmm.
the
Yeah.
point
Yeah. Yeah.
where I'm quite sure Araki
Has to have been
has
inspired.
to have
Has
seen,
to. Yeah.
because like there, do you remember in part one when he literally Dio puts his fingers through people's like
Oh
necks,
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's almost like he's like intangible in
Yeah.
other people's bodies.
Hmm.
Like he just can
Oh
like
yeah. 100%. This is what inspired that. A hundred
and then
percent.
remember, he reaches in at one point and he just pulls Jonathan's jugular out,
Oh
and he's just
yeah.
like, "I'm
Yeah.
literally holding your jug. Like I could end you right now." Like he has it
Yeah.
outside of his body, but he's fine.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
it's like very, very much what's
JoJo.
going on
Yeah.
here. How like the shunt works of like
Yeah.
they just put their hand into you, and it's almost like you're intangible, or they are, and
Yeah.
then they're just
Yeah.
like moving through your body.
Yeah.
It's so
Good and pliable is
it's
what they
so
use. The words they use.
Yeah,
It's fucking
that's
disgusting, man.
uh, it's fucking yeah. It's just so weird. It's so interesting to see like all these little
Yeah, the effects,
things that
dude, is
come together
fucking
to see something
crazy.
I'm so familiar with and I know the influences of so
Yeah.
much,
Hmm.
but to still continually be like, oh, that's where
That's
he
where that
got
came
this
from.
from,
Yep,
and
yep,
that's where he
exactly.
got this from, you know?
We're just gonna end up doing a JoJo podcast at one point. That's what
God,
it's gonna be.
eventually, one of these days. After
So,
after we finish doing all the From Software
yeah,
adaptations that are
exactly.
coming
Yeah,
out.
yeah, exactly. Oh God, the fucking sets from the photo, or the sets from the photos from the sets that are coming
Yeah.
out are fucking insane, dude.
It's for sure marketing. I saw
Oh,
someone say
I
that
love it.
they were like, I think they just know that people
Yeah, they
are
build hype.
very skeptical of the
Mhm.
movie because from software games, they don't really tell you the story. So to be like, we're doing a movie about it is like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you know, but in my opinion, as long as it's not the main story, as long as it's just about one person doing
Hmm.
something, you
Hmm.
know.
I know. I'd rather
Um,
see that. I know. We're
but
not
yeah,
here
so I
to talk
think
about Elden Ring. We're not.
no, it's okay. But I think that's what they're doing is they're just
Yeah,
building hype,
yeah, yeah.
as are
Absolutely.
we now here.
Exactly. So, as Milo, Clarissa, and Bill get ready to leave, Jim blocks the path and tells them they'll never get away with this. Bill tells him not to count on it and punches the shit out of him. They leave in Bill's car, and back inside, we see all of the society members standing around Ted's remains. Carter returns to Cleveland and tells him, "It looks as though I may have an opening in Washington next summer." And that's society.
Absolutely ridiculous.
So good, dude. It's so that's fucking cinema, my guy. That
Such a silly ass final,
killer, dude.
like the way it's delivered and everything.
It's so good, dude. I love it so fucking much. And so I like I'll bring up the points that I had that you were talking about earlier. So the mother is one of the members, obviously. The creature or whatever it is not understanding human interactions. It's not understanding how to be human. So that the same goes for Clarissa, which is why her dialogue doesn't make any sense throughout the entire time. It's like
Mm.
what an alien trying to fucking imagine what a human sounds like. They're trying to just mimic things, and that's why her expressions, her dialogue, all of that shit is just so fucking strange the entire way through. It's because she is also a member, as you've noticed,
Yeah,
and is not able to mimic human interactions as well.
yeah,
Which is why,
yeah.
yeah, the
It's
mom kind of, yeah, just is mumbling the entire. I don't even know if I've explained the mom really well, but she's like mumbling the entire time. She has like
she yeah
crazy makeup.
she doesn't speak. She's only like grabs at things
Mm-hmm.
and like almost like childlike,
Mm-hmm.
nonverbal,
Nonverbal.
like she kind of reads like they want us to think that she's intellectually disabled.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
And
exactly.
that's why I'm like, I feel like she's the one part of the movie that really like doesn't stand up to scrutiny,
Mm-hmm.
especially because she is like, you know, a bigger woman, like plus size.
Yeah,
So it
yeah, yeah,
just
yeah.
kind of comes together to be like, she doesn't fit into like
The
their
normal, the
society of
societal,
like they
even
want
literal
everyone to
society.
be
Yeah.
yeah, like pretty and put together
Mm-hmm.
and erudite, and they're just like, yeah, you know, fuck this, you know,
Yeah.
fat stupid lady
Yeah, yeah,
for,
yeah.
you know, and it just comes across like in a weird way.
Yeah, I think, but I think after I heard like someone put it in that way of that, like they're trying to mimic human behavior and not able to do it well, I was like, oh, that makes a lot more sense. Like,
I feel like you could have got that with just Clarissa, because she did not explain it all. She didn't explain a goddamn thing.
no, no, and he
Um,
still leaves with her at the end. It's so funny.
it's so weird. Yeah, like no, you know, the points are made up. No one
No,
cares.
literally, yeah, yeah, yeah.
But by the time it gets to blood orgy Epstein cult, it's like, well, you know, I might have had my criticisms with some of what you've done here,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
I,
But I
you
will
know,
recognize your game, good sir.
I might not love the methods, but I mean,
You drove the point home.
I can't argue with the results, you know?
Exactly. So I did so there was a section, like I said earlier, there was a section of the book that I'm reading. It came from the closet that has it's both someone talking about the blob and society in the same chapter. So I just
Mm,
had like some excerpts from that that I really, really wanted to read, if you would indulge me.
hmm.
So what
Yeah, I
makes
hoped you would.
Yeah. So what makes the blob so terrifying is that precisely because of its uncontainable appetite, it threatens to absorb us into itself. At any moment, we can become part of the blob, and it can even become us. The distinction between self and other, a fundamental distinction that we rely on in order to make any sense of ourselves and our world, could collapse. I love that first one. This is the second one. Blobs are not queer incidentally. They are not queer because through narrative contrivance, they might be associated with the destruction of heterosexual order, as in the blob, with the terror of homosexual intimacy, as in society. The blob's relationship of queerness to queerness is a product of its basic symbolic function. The blob dissolves boundaries. It embodies what Julia Kristeva identifies in her seminal work, The Powers of Horror, as the abject. The abject is that which violates corporeal, society, and conceptual boundaries by collapsing mutually exclusive and thus mutually constitutive categories. Constitutive, sorry, I think I said that wrong. We know what the woman is because in any given context where man and woman are conceptualized, we can define the boundary of what is and is not man. We can name homosexuality because we can contrast it with heterosexuality. We develop a sense of self we can recognize because we can recognize that which is outside or apart from ourselves. But what if those distinctions were permeable and if they collapsed entirely? And the last point I wanted to make, what the blob offers is intimacy without legibility, not the eternal separation of annihilation, but just the opposite, the end of solitude, which
Mm.
is fascinating. Fascinating read on this movie. So basically, what I gathered from that is that these blob monsters or anything start fucking with the status quo. So they're basically literally eating the status quo of what's normal and becoming something else, becoming one thing. And the whole thing about the self and the other being things that we can't separate from in in our normal lives, that blob threatens to take away both of those things because it's literally engulfing all these parts of you. You know, it's engulfing like um the idea of self and the idea of the other and like how we kind of see ourselves. So it's like it's blending these two things in together, and it's also destroying the idea. The I like the threat of homosexuality, as they put it in the book, was so interesting because the even what David, or not David, Ted at the end, he like before he well after he beats his ass, he goes in and kisses him. And it's
Mm.
like there is that like threat of homosexuality that's kind of being introduced in that manner, you know?
Yeah, I think it also I think with this movie in particular, it walks sort of a dangerous line with it where like and I mean again with regards to like the Epstein of it all,
Mm-hmm.
it's sort of like at a certain point the the rich, the like mega obscenely wealthy sort of throughout time,
Mm-hmm.
we've seen it where it's sort of like you have everything you want for nothing. It gets to a point where you're like, and this even goes back to like the whole Trump blowing Bubba thing,
Mm-hmm.
where I was like, I believe it because these are two guys who have everything in the world to the point where they go, I got nothing to lose. I've never fucking tried it. Fuck
Yep.
it. Like at
Yep.
this point, money means nothing. The only thing I have left to have are experiences.
Yep.
So not even from like a gay or straight place, but literally just from a heathenistic,
Yep.
pleasure-seeking place. Just going like, yeah, fuck it. I'll suck a dick. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
know.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's just like this weird. like I don't know, it's like the we're all a little gay, we're all somewhere on the spectrum,
Yeah, yeah,
but it's crazy how it just seems like this like debauchery, which
yeah, yeah.
regular
I think that's the
homosexuality isn't,
Yeah, I think
you
that's the
know.
biggest thing too, exactly, because it is that it's like the depiction of it is like this like scary, all of the 80s were like scary gay thing, you know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
and it was like you had tropes kind of like with the gay character being the one who was also like treated as like the what is it, the magical gay friend, like that's the trope, you know what I mean, like shit like that,
Hmm.
or the one that just gets killed after giving the exposition. So it's like you had these like tropes that were inherently kind of like uh it felt homophobic, you know what I mean, but now a lot of this, I think in society we've had that like flip in horror where we've like accepted those tropes as like endearing things, as sort of like things that endeared us to the genre, and like things to kind of that became almost satirical. You know what I mean? Like with
Hmm.
these tropes of essentially like they became things that the queer community like co-signed and were like, no, 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 this is our thing now.
Hmm.
And I love that. I love that the viewpoint of
Yeah.
has flipped. But it's always been there. I think it's always been, and I think that like this book has a lot of really good points about like several points about the movie that kind of make a lot of sense more when you think about it too, and just like the self. I'm like locked on that self and other
Hmm.
perspective. Like that really is really cool, because there was another thing in there that the last excerpt that I read was like it offers love without the feeling of being seen, or the feeling of being like how did they put it? They put it like to be open to judgment, and to be literally like open to any sort of I'm losing the words right now, but basically being open to like judgment is the best way to put it. It's the easiest way for me to put it right now. But being able to be perceived by other people, essentially.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But I don't know. I think I enjoy, like, now it's making me want to go back and watch the Blob, the 80s one too. I fucking love that one. That one actually is a really really fucking fun movie. But there is a lot to digest of, like, again, what those monsters mean to certain people, and I think that the way
Hmm.
that they put it in terms of like how it's portrayed in society is very very unique. It's very interesting, and especially that they hold off all of the crazy shit until the very end of the movie.
Yeah, and then just go
Great.
really, really nuts.
And then they're just like, and we're done, credits. Like, I'm just like, all right, fuck. Okay, fuck me, I guess.
Yeah, and that's it because it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, yeah,
How far is he gonna get? Because
exactly.
by the time he's talking about like openings in Washington, it's just like yeah, they're everywhere.
Yeah, they're everywhere. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a bleak ending for sure. It's a very bleak ending. Even though he gets away, even though it's like they show the fact that, like, yeah, he didn't actually kill any of the society. You know what I mean? Like, they're still
Hmm.
there. But it's fun. I don't know. I liked, and you're right. Like, all of it is, there's so many layers to the thing of, like, yeah, of again, what's going on fucking modern day with the Epstein files and everything. I think that is so interesting to revisit this movie at this particular time in history.
Yeah, it's weird because obviously there's no way that he knew. He was just, and that's kind of it's fucked up because that's where we are in life. Is like it's hard to find a lot of joy in like a story that's like, so what if all the world governments were super
Yeah,
corrupt?
yeah, yeah,
Like,
exactly.
yeah,
Like, we just know that that's the case, dog.
having a hard time finding joy in that. We know for a fact it's true. Like having a hard time going,
Exactly,
wow,
man.
this is like an insightful, look at things run amok and how bad it can really get if we're
Yeah,
not
yeah.
mindful about it. We're there.
We're there,
We're
exactly.
fucked.
We're just there, dog.
It's over. Shadow Moses.
Exactly. So
Fucking
all
A.
of that, I appreciate you indulging. I just have been reading this book for a while now, and it's just like when I read that on this chapter, I got really excited. I
No,
got
yeah,
so excited.
I thought that was interesting. I was hoping you would read from the book. It's very like collective unconscious and
Yes.
Jungian
Yeah.
and like Evangelion goes into human
Oh
instrumentality, which
yeah,
is the same
yeah.
thing of like everyone's minds mashing together
Hmm.
into one
Like
big
one
thing.
consciousness.
And
Yeah.
God, was it something I was watching recently, or maybe it was like a quote from something I read where oh no, you know what it was fucking the Wonder Man show. There's a
Hmm.
scene where the lead character and the Mandarin from the Iron Man movie, Ben
Oh
Kingsley,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
are
That's so funny. That's what you know him as.
there. Well, that's what he is
I
in
know, I
the
know.
universe.
That's so
Uh
yeah, it's so funny.
they're doing monologues back and forth to each other.
Mm-hmm.
And at one point, I think his name is Yahya Abdul Mateen
Mm-hmm.
is the actor. Yes, the second. Yahya Abdul Mateen the second. Um, so he gives this one monologue where he goes like, if imagine if everybody's soul is a piece of like a bigger soul, and
Mm-hmm.
so when like you die, you're returning back to that, and like you'll be yourself, but you won't be yourself. And I'm like,
Interesting.
what fucking movie is that from?
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
yeah, it's the same.
That's interesting. Yeah, it's a
I
very
mean,
yeah. You're
it's the
right.
same
Similar
kind of idea
concept.
that
Yeah.
the sea of collective thought is what I think they call it in Persona.
Oh, that's cool.
That's why in Persona you can summon the personas is
Oh,
because
okay.
all of us as human beings have agreed that Thor is a god and Thor uses thunder and Thor sort of generally looks like this. So that's why they're able to conjure their
I
persona
see.
of Thor, of sort of what we all
Oh,
agree
that's cool.
makes Thor.
That's really cool. I didn't
That's
know
why
that.
a
That's
lot
how
of
that
those
worked.
are like gods and stuff.
That's cool as fuck.
Yeah, but it is an interesting concept of just like the group think
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
mass hysteria. I was just watching Fire Force, which is another anime done by David, the people who do JoJo, and
Mm-hmm.
they were talking about uh, the like being in a mob and how once mob thought takes over, you're no longer a person. You
Yeah.
stop
Yeah.
being a person
Yeah.
while you're caught
Hive
up in
mind.
the mob
Yeah.
and breaking things and
Mm-hmm.
like it takes something to pull you out of that.
Interesting.
But
Yeah.
there really is this like something to be said of this phenomena of like as you in the book said, like the tearing down of the walls
Yeah.
of like who's who and what's what of
Mm-hmm.
like you just become an animal,
Yep. Exactly. Your
like
sense of
you
self disappears.
yeah,
Yeah.
which I've never been in that
Mm-hmm.
situation, so I can't even fathom what that is like.
Yeah, of course, yeah. That's why I don't know, I love it, and I love that this book is so relevant to this show too. I love I love that I'm gonna be able to like pull pics from here and be like in this chapter. I love it, dude. But do you want to get to ratings now?
um
Do you have
so
any
let me
trivia for us?
yeah, I was gonna see, so the ending of the film was originally different.
Ooh, please do tell.
It was just gonna be a Satanist blood cult
Okay,
that
glad
they
they
were
didn't do
just
that.
that they were just
Glad,
like drinking poor
yeah,
people's blood, and he thought that was boring.
yeah.
So
It is.
he called Screaming Mad George and was
Fuck
like,
yeah.
"What can we do? Like what can we fucking do here?" And apparently it was a nightmare he once had of like people's flesh
Oh.
melting into each other.
That's fucking sick, dude. Yeah, fucking nightmares are free horror movies, dude. That's all. That's all it is.
Yeah, I'll think about that next
Next
time.
time you have a yeah,
Next time I
exactly.
have a fucking nightmare, yeah. Next time I have sleep paralysis and the fucking walls have faces, I'll
Yeah,
be like, well,
yeah,
at least I didn't pay for this.
exactly.
Fucking twenty four
No,
ninety
what you
nine
do
for an
is you write it.
IMAX.
You write it into your next fucking movie, dude. That's what happens.
God.
Clearly.
Oh, in medicine, a shunt is a hole or a small passage which moves or allows movement of fluid from one part of the body to another. The term may
Interesting.
describe either congenital or acquired shunts, and acquired shunts may be either biological or mechanical. So that's why
Oh,
they
that's
call.
why
I
they
was
call it a
wondering if
shunting.
there
Yeah,
was a if
yeah,
there
yeah.
was
A
You
reason
know,
for it.
if
Yeah.
sometimes people just be making words up, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. They just be saying shit, you
Yeah,
know.
sometimes you just be saying shit. And the when he called George about it, he said he wanted to do something Dali-esque.
That's cool.
And it is kind of like a
That's
living
sick. Yeah, like a
Dali
painting.
painting.
Yeah, for sure. Because it's like it's really cool because they'll do the way that they're filming it too. It's like not very much from afar. Like you kind of see some images of them like as a whole, but mostly it's like up close and like the details of the painting, so to speak. You know.
So when they're all together,
Mhm.
that's a puppet.
What the fuck?
It's a puppet with 12 puppeteers underneath the
Wow.
sound stage, like
That's
manipulating it.
nuts, dude. That's crazy, man. They
Yeah,
fucking went off. That's
that's
wild.
wild, right? Like
Yeah.
it's really it's something to be seen for
Yeah,
sure.
that's what I'm saying. The fucking practical effects of this movie hold the fuck up, dude. Like they are really, really good. It's really, really good.
Yeah, it's an effects first movie, but it
Yeah.
somehow in this weird fever dream way comes together to create this thing where like we said, even like the shitty dialogue and the
Hmm.
bad acting
It
and
all comes around to a head.
the like nonsensical script of just
Hmm.
like when they're on the beach, she's like, "Oh, look, those guys are over there that you don't like." And he's like, "Yeah, I don't like them." And she's like, "Well, go talk to
Go
them."
talk to.
Because like the implication is like they decide who is gonna be the student body president, so you
Yes.
should be
Yes.
friends with these guys. Like they're the real deciders.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And so she's telling him to go over there, and then the kid steals the
The lotion.
sunscreen,
Yeah.
and then he chases the kid and he falls down, and then Clarissa comes
It
up
gets
and
sprayed in the face.
yeah, and then he looks back
He
at
gets
her and
nutted on.
he's like laying she saw the whole thing. It's like he fell over several times. So it's not like he was just like on the ground trying to like upskirt this lady
Yeah,
or
exactly.
something. And then he turns around and looks at her and she looks at him all crazy and he like gives her a look back and then gets up to go do the thing she told him to do. He talks to the guys. He hates talking to them. They're talking in circles. They all hate him. Like no one wants to be having this
Mhm.
conversation. It's so fucking weird. It doesn't make any
Yeah, it's
sense. And
very
then he
yeah.
turns around and she's gone.
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's just like none of that makes any
Yeah,
fucking
it's
sense.
again mostly a fever dream. This
But
movie
then
is
when you just
mostly a
think
fever
about
dream.
like the obligations of society and how many shitty relationships and conversations have you been in because it's just what
It's polite.
society like prescribes for us.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, fucking Jesus Christ, how many fucking weird ladies that smell like piss in ashtrays do I let, put their hand on my leg or fucking rub my arm or this
Jesus
lady just came up
Christ,
and
dude.
grabbed me and was like, "I need to make a deposit." That's not what I do.
What the
I
fuck?
do a different thing. And she walked me up to the window with her and I'm just like, "What, But
Yeah.
it's just what you're
It's
supposed to
just
do when
yeah,
you're at your
it's
job.
society. Yeah,
When
that's
I'm walking around normally, I'm very quick to be like, "Don't fucking touch
yeah.
me." But when you're at work, you're just supposed to fucking take it all, And it sucks.
God
It
damn
really
it,
does.
dude. So was that all the trivia?
Someone came into the bank today smelling like weed. That also happened.
Okay. You're fucking funny. Bless them.
Outrageous to the point
Bless
where
them.
I was like, "Can we turn it down in here?" You know?
You look, either get out or share some, all right?
Yeah, for real. Um, but yeah, I think that is just about it. Oh, and there's an edited version of the movie where they took out 4 minutes and it's pretty much all just George's effects and it moved the movie
Why?
from like NC-17 to R.
Wow, really? Well, I guess, but it's just like it's literally the movie's making a comment on those type of people. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the types of people who decide the fucking ratings of the movie. It's so funny.
Yeah,
That's good.
it was a home version released in US and Canada
That's
in it
fucking
was like
why,
one
dude.
specific version of the
Ugh.
movie. I guess maybe because of Canada.
Mm. Nah, it's just boring as fuck. Like who? I feel bad for the people who own that copy and only knew that copy of the movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because
That's fucked.
I spent a lot of the movie being like, all right, this better end pretty strong because
Yes,
I'm really not seeing what people see in this. And then I was
exactly.
like, actually, it came together.
Exactly. Exactly. So I'm very curious to hear your rating on this one. For the audience, we rate out of 6 on this show. 6 being a perfect score, 1 being could have done without it. But
I think
please.
I think without the ending, it would have been like two or maybe a three.
Fair.
With the ending, I think it's like a pretty strong five
Yeah.
out of six.
Yeah.
The ending is so good, I'm willing to retroactively make up bullshit reasons for why the rest of the movie is good.
Well, it's kind of like you sit through it. You gotta eat your veggies. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't. I don't know what you mean.
yeah, exactly. But
Just for that, I'm buying a cake.
so
I'm an adult. I could do that.
yeah, exactly. So 5 out of 6. That's pretty damn generous. Yeah, it's pretty damn generous.
I enjoyed it a lot, and it reminded me of one of my favorite songs. So
That's fair. Hell yeah. So, I after doing the notes and after watching it again and like reading this book and digesting it, I genuinely do think I would give this movie a 6. And that's very like it sounds very like generous and outrageous. I just do think the ideas are so well placed in this movie that's like absolutely batshit bonkers to look at on the surface. Like if you just look at this without knowing fucking any of what we just talked about, it is just like, what the fuck am I watching? Like what and why am I watching? You know what I mean? But I love the fact that it leaves the reveal for the very end. I love that we didn't linger on like all of that shit for very long because I feel like that would have started overstaying its welcome.
it's funny too, because it's not like he figures it out or almost figures it out or
Mm-mm.
gets too close to
Mm-mm.
the
They
truth.
just tell his ass.
They're just kind of like you're a fucking idiot, and we've just
Yeah,
been fucking with you. So now we'll
exactly.
just tell you everything.
Literally, yeah, it's so fun. And yeah, exactly. Like we talk about having not having to have protagonists that you necessarily like or identify with. I like that this was one that we actively were like, man, fuck this guy.
It's funny too because he's like a basketball star and
hmm
he's in this rich family and he does seem popular and all these things and it's like it seems like he has everything, but even within like these rich echelons, it's like when like us around a millionaire and then a millionaire around a billionaire.
That's fun. That's a great way of putting that.
Like
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah,
it's
you're
like it's
100%
worse
right.
for that millionaire
Yeah.
around billionaires than it is for us around them.
Fantastic way of putting that actually.
You
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
100%.
So
Yeah,
it's
but
just
I do think this movie is one that I would revisit a couple of times, show people. I would love to show people this movie. This is very very fucking fun. I like it a lot. And again, I'm a big and again we talked about it earlier. I am a big John Waters fan. I love that. And I this movie very much emanated John Waters vibes. Love it, dude. Oh man, yeah, we gotta do a John Waters on here one day. That's gonna be so much fun.
we do. I've never seen a John Waters film.
Man, we
I've seen the person John
yeah,
Waters
yeah,
like
yeah.
several times and when I found out that the kind of movies he does make, I was like
Was in
very
Chucky.
shocked.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was. It's fantastic. But yeah. So I think with that out of the way, go ahead and hit us with the what we're getting next week, and then give us the plugs, and we'll take her on out of here.
All right. So next week, as we round the corner on the march to episode
Oh
100,
yeah, dude, and we finally locked in an episode like idea. Oh, I'm so
moments
excited.
ago, we're
I'm
excited for
so
you guys to
excited.
learn about that, and you might get a hint at the end of the next
Yeah, the
episode.
next episode for sure. Yeah.
But speaking more immediately, the next episode will be the 2002. We're going back to France, baby. We're going back to the new French extremity. What started it all when we
Oh
did the
my
very first
god.
episode on high tension back in 22. It's been almost
Jesus.
4 years of us doing this.
Fuck, that's crazy.
That's insane. I
That's
had
just
no
the instant
idea.
aging meme.
I had no idea. Wow, I'm suddenly Steve Rogers.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Not the cool one, the old one. Um,
Oh, man.
it's a Marina Devon joint called In My Skin.
I am so excited. I've never seen this movie.
I'm interested. We like movies about skin around here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Skin of Marie,
Clearly, Skin
skin I
Marie.
live in,
Yeah, Skin I
in
live in.
my
Yeah, in
skin.
my skin. Skin 'em and roll. Remember that
Oh, Skinnamin
one?
rolls. That does
That's
take
like
me way
episode
back.
2 callback.
Yeah. Oh wow. That was my first pick.
Yeah,
My
that was
very
your
first
pick.
pick was
Yep,
Suicide
was
Club.
Suicide
Wow.
Club. Yep,
Wow. But High
I know.
Tension was yours. That's what set it all off.
Yep, I'm
Um.
very excited. This is gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
So
And there's a chapter in this book about In My Skin, so I'm very excited.
we'll be revisiting the Sacred Tome.
Be visiting the text.
So once again, we are the Devil's Work Podcast. I'm Skeptik. That's Sideshow.
Hey.
You can find us wherever you catch your pods as the Devil's Work Podcast. Please leave us a 5-star review. It helps
Yes.
more than you know. If you leave one on Apple or anywhere where you can leave a text review, we'll read it out. You
And
can
if you
find,
do, I'll find you and kiss you on the mouth. So
ooh, and that's a threat.
that's threat.
That's a valid threat. You can find us on social media on Facebook as the Devil's Work Podcast, on TikTok as the Devil's Work Podcast, and on Instagram as the Devil's Work Pod. And we have a Gmail set up if you just want to vent your frustrations, tell us which classic punk movie is inspired by which
Oh my
classic
god, dude.
punk song,
Yeah,
or
exactly.
just let us know something maybe we missed in Brian Yuzna's very large oeuvre. You can
Oofra.
reach us at the devil's work podcast at gmail.com. Legend says we do occasionally stream video games and sometimes watch movies on twitch.tv/sideshow. Spell it right with a PSY.
Yup.
And twitch.tv/skeptikmo, SKEPTIKMO.
We are
And I,
trying to do it. I promise we are going to set up fucking some watch alongs. We are going to do it. I swear on
that's
everything I
right.
am. We've been trying, but it's hard, man. Things are fucking weird out here. But we did. Hopefully, very soon you're gonna see some quality upgrades in this bitch.
That's right.
We're very excited to be bringing you a new look to the show. Hopefully, very soon.
And you know what? Search for the Devil's Work Podcast Patreon. By the time this comes out, we'll have it set up. I promise.
Hell yeah, dude.
If you
Yeah, we
want to
need to
put,
pay this man's bills. Come on.
if you want to put a little gas in the tank,
Exactly. Hell yeah. Well, that all being said, thank you so much for listening. Thank you for doing this show with me for so long. Fucking 4 years, bro. That's crazy.
it
This is my
really
longest
is.
relationship.
Mm. Yeah, I still want an HR president.
Exactly. All right. Well, happy shunting, everybody. We'll see
And
you
it
guys.
and it looks like I'll be having an opening in Washington.
That's good. I love that. Oh yeah, that's a way to
That
go.
sounds like I've prearranged an escort.